questions. I could not virus as someone with ever could not see crying. I mean, say, me if you meet me, coach, my niece and could know. If you friends and make my money cry, me so. Send me cook and I'm in my room and answer me then. Yes, the men you can have bomb me, their bomb me. With the idea, so Pia Bonti, crack or crap on issue. Madame, you craft for some way. At my comment, my so who will be your automatic social cry. Now, walk up to now they're drawing. You see, I would be a regular, what you are saying, would be a TV, what you are saying. There's a particular navigation, and I'm guessing it record anybody who somewhere. See, I'm here to meet me on so because I'm so good. If you're not a crowd, walk up to me. Some young Miss Rowe made an economic could. There's a meat to be a giant crime to be gary. No matter, me duck a crap, no good trash. The reason we feel for a person, when they don't become a crime, they can't say, Mammy, can't train a young old.
You will agree with me that people are panicking all over the world now. When you turn on your radio, coronavirus. When you turn on your TV set, coronavirus. When you even want to surf small on Facebook, still coronavirus. I think coronavirus is taking our world. When you go to town, you see people wearing masks and handling sanitizers. Perhaps you are asking yourself, what if I contract such a deadly disease, or any of my family members here or abroad contract this deadly disease? It is making you too uncomfortable. It is actually controlling your emotions. This is the reason why today I am giving you this video. I am going to give you some tips which successful people follow in the midst of chaos and anxiety like this era of coronavirus pandemic. How to handle chaos and anxiety. When everybody is panicking, you need to ignore what is around you. In a bit, I'm going to explain for you to understand what I really mean. One of the fastest way to solve or to cope with a problem is to ignore. We need to be careful with all the safety precautions about the COVID-19, like the washing of hands, using sanitizers, avoiding crowd and those things. But we need to ignore the negative impact, like the number of people who are dead, the lockdown of some cities and some countries, the closure of churches, and you need to ignore all those things. It is true, but in this instance there is nothing that you can do. So you just have to ignore it, accept it that this is the situation now, and then move on with it. Now let me share with you, brother, why you shouldn't be worried. You see, successful people thrives no matter what is happening around them. This is why the rich will continue to be richer, whilst the poor will continue to be poorer. It depends on how you receive every news and how you react towards it. Successful people, when they hear news, they take their time, they relax, they analyze it, they take their decisions and ignore the negative part, and they move on with their lives. But poor people, they panic, they fear here and there. But successful people and rich people, they ignore it and then they move forward. They always take advantage of the situation. That is the life of successful people. When you are worried about what is happening around you, it has serious impact on you. You see, what worry does is that it creates unnecessary tension on the psychology of human minds, which has serious impact on the health of human beings. I guess you can easily relate to what I am telling you now. The more worried you become, the more negative impact you impose on your health. What is very disturbing is to guess negatively into the future, which you have no control over it, and you are not sure what is going to happen. For me, I think it actually makes no sense. And then also, I want you to pay particular attention about our media around us. As a matter of fact, they have hired professionals to create articles, to create headlines that will definitely entice you to follow them. That means they have realized that when they put fear into you, you would definitely follow them, or you definitely buy their papers. They actually work very hard to play on your minds. Truly, the number of recovery cases in this COVID-19 is way outweighing the number of deaths. But they put more emphasis on the deaths, locked down countries and cities, something to persuade you to follow their stories. Please research into the truth yourself. Most people are actually panicking not because of what is happening around them, but they are panicking because they don't understand the truth. Whenever something is happening in your life, how you will respond to it will determine how you feel about it. Example, when you are stuck in a traffic, when you don't feel good about it and you are worrying about who caused the traffic, what caused it, somebody was supposed to do this, somebody was supposed to do that, you can rather choose to enjoy the trip. In the midst of this chaos and anxiety about coronavirus, as a businessman, if you are locked down in your house, I think you can take the opportunity to think deep about your business, write business proposals. Have some fantastic ideas. Use that particular time to do something profitable. If you are an artist, you can use that particular time to draw things at home. Create something new. If you are a musician, this is the best time that you can write music, good music. To be very honest with you, those who are on the front line, like the doctors and the nurses, I don't think they are stressing themselves like the way you are stressing yourself, because they do understand the situation. They know when and where these diseases can be transmitted and those things. So you don't know much about it. Why do you worry yourself? Create something new out of what is happening so that your life will be better off when this season is over. Once you accept that you are in and there is a little that you can do about the situation, what you can do is to ignore it. Choose that particular time wisely rather than bothering yourself. Whenever your emotions are high, your intelligence becomes very low. When your spirit is high, you feel like everything is possible. You can attempt everything. Your life keep on moving. But when you have downhearted spirit, you feel like the whole world is coming to an end and you don't even have the zeal to attempt new things. It has serious impact on your lifestyle. I am sure you can relate to exactly what I'm trying to tell you now. Family, thank you very much for taking time to watch this particular episode. Please make sure you observe all the safety precautions about this COVID-19. Remember that anytime you are sharing live morals video, put it in your mind that you are not just sharing real life stories. You are actually inspiring people to change their lives positively. My name is George BOATENG.